day here again. This is unnamed, but I think we'll call it thing 2. We just videoed thing 1. There's thing 1 and thing 2. Unless somebody can come up with a better name. So actually I just call them Outrigger, Polynesia is what I call them. Or Outrigger Canoe, or whatever. I'm not very good at naming things. So I basically made this like that, but different. So I used the box that I explained in thing 1. So I'm not going to explain that again. You got to look at thing 1. And I used this boat part. I explained that in thing 1. Right. So this boat part, and then this looks more like water. So anyway, that's the water part. And this is the outrigger. I used banana hooks on thing 1. And I don't know what these are, but they work so great. Anyway. And then I went across the street to get this piece of wood, and it's so gorgeous. It's a gorgeous piece of wood. It's just a stick from a tree across the road, probably cottonwood. And this little fishy guy, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what it is. Somebody had this fishy thing. This fin at the bottom was a wooden fork. Right. And I just cut it at an angle. And this is really hard to explain, but my dad was making me feet for a marionette. And I never used them, but he carved the round one. That's on my Picasso piece. Ooh, I think it at least has that one, Picasso. Yeah. It has a foot sticking out, and it's one he actually had finished carving. And then this one is the one he hadn't finished carving, and I used it in something else, and I cut this little section of the toes out, and that's what that is. So these are toes of a marionette I never did make. I might someday make a marionette. And this is just a oar that I bought. I didn't make it. I just found it at DI and bought it. Oh, and I wrapped these with the leather. And then a tiki torch. And you could light this. You could light this during your movies. So anyway, and then necklaces. I softened her shoulders again. Oh, look, here's a little wooden float that just hanging there. Here's a spool back here holding this out. Just a spool, wooden spool. Her head, we can't forget her head. It looks like it might have come from Africa. I'm not sure. But instead of one head, it's 2 heads.
I did not know that.
It's like a thing 2.
Thing
with
3?
2 heads. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
and so I only wanted 1 head on it. So I put this plate behind it just to make it to enlarge these heads, because these heads proportionately were too small. So I just took this raffia and covered up the second head. So, surprise!
I did not know there were 2 heads. I never lifted her hair.
Oh, so this is a fish. This little, her body is a fish, like a fish platter. And you can see the tail right here.
Okay, so
I thought that was so appropriate, a fish platter. Isn't that awesome?
Perfect.
And it goes down here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. That's its head.
There's the eyeball.
Yeah, and its mouth. And so I made this one too, but I cut this one short. The other one's long if you want to pull it out, any of it. And her belly button.
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yes.
And, oh, you know, these are not cut. These are not cut in half either. So these were just the right size, and then, you know, fruit baskets. And a pear. This is a pear right here for part of her, like, I was going to say gullet. Part of her neck. She's got a really long neck. This is a pear. You can see the little stem right here. And then a little bowl. So, is that it? I think that's it. So, ciao.